Hello children. So after learning about refraction of light, we'll try to understand lens and how light behaves when light passes through lens, because knowing about lens is very important, because we know lens has various uses. You have them in different viewing device like spectacles, microscope, telescope, binoculars. Um, Generally, when we talk about lens, every lens has got two refracting surfaces. Um, Suppose here, this surface is a convex surface and the other surface is a plane surface. So such kind of a lens is called plano-convex. Such a lens where both the surfaces are convex, this is called biconvex. In this lens, this left hand side surface is convex and the right hand side surface is concave. So this is called concavo-convex. Now, for any lens, the left hand side surface is taken to be the main surface. What is the reason? Because by convention we consider the rays to be coming from left hand side. So this is the main surface. So depending on this surface, it is determined whether the lens is convex or concave. Here we have one concave and one plane, so plano-concave. Here we have both the surfaces as concave, so biconcave. Here we have the first surface as concave and the other surface as convex, so it is called convexo-concave. However, in your book we'll be chiefly focusing on biconvex and biconcave lens. Let us try to understand the different terminologies related with lenses. So suppose there's one surface, so we can consider that this surface is part of this lens or this sphere. This surface of the lens can be considered to be part of this sphere. So both the spheres will have their centers, so these are called the centers of curvature, C1 and C2. Now, generally we take uniform lens. Uniform lens means where both the surface have equal curvature. So the distance of this midpoint of the lens to C1 and midpoint of the lens towards C2, both the distances will be same. So these are quite uniform lens. We consider the lens to be uniform. They may not be uniform, but that is out of purview of our discussion. Similarly, a concave surface or a concave biconcave lens, this surface is considered to be part of this sphere, this surface is considered to be part of this sphere. The centers of the spheres are called the centers of curvature. Now, next is, you have seen in the midline of this lens, I have marked a point on the principal axis. Principal axis, you know, the straight line joining the centers of curvature and extended beyond. Now, on this principal axis, I have marked a point, marked it as O. What is O? O is the optical center. Now, how we define optical center? So, optical center is defined as the point on the principal axis through which a ray of light will pass without any kind of deviation. It can come from below also, it can come from above also, but there will be no deviation. Now, since the lens is a uniform lens, means both the surfaces are same of equal curvature, therefore O lies exactly in the center. If, however, this surface is more curved, this is flatter, then the position of optical center may change, but that is not required for you all. Next, coming to focal point. Now, in the lens, you must have seen that two foci are marked, F1 and F2. So one of the focal point is called the first principal focus and another is called the second principal focus. Now, whether it is first or second principal focus, it does not depend on the naming. It's not that F1 will be first and F2 will be second. It's not so. It depends on the definition and how the rays are behaving. So how do you define first principal focus? It is the point on the principal axis where if an object is placed, the image will be formed where? At infinity. So this will be considered as the first focus where if you keep an object, so from here if the rays are coming out, then the image will be formed at infinity. That means the rays coming from this object after passing through the lens will pass parallelly, so that we consider them to be meeting at infinity. So that is the definition of first principal focus. That what is first principal focus? It is a point on the principal axis where if we place an object, the image will be formed at infinity. Similarly, in case of concave lens, we consider the rays to be coming at such an angle, because our objective is that image should be formed at infinity. So image to be formed at infinity means the outgoing rays should be parallel. So the rays will be coming in such direction that after passing through the lens, they pass off parallelly. So these are diverging lenses, diverging rays. So when we bring them or produce them forward, the rays seem to arise from here. So this point, in case of concave lens, is considered as the first principal focus. Coming to the second principal focus, it is the point on the principal axis where image will be formed when object is at infinity. So the definition says that here the object is at infinity. So we have got earlier also, when object is at infinity, what kind of rays comes in? Parallel rays comes in. So parallel rays will come in, and wherever, after passing through the lens, wherever the rays will meet, that means the image will be formed. That is the second principal focus. Similarly for concave lens, object kept at infinity, so what kind of rays are coming in? Parallel rays are coming in. Obviously after passing through the lens, the rays will diverge. So in order to make them meet, we produce them backwards. So they seem to meet here, image seem to form here. So this will be the second principal focus. So this is how the first and second principal focus, which will be first and which will be second, it is determined by the nature of the incoming rays. However, if the concepts are still not clear to you, at least in class 10 level, you don't have to understand so much, because generally questions are not asked in your NCERT books. They have avoided this concept of first and second principal focus. So, but obviously in higher classes, when you'll take up science, you'll be requiring all these concepts. Now, here we need to understand that convex lens is a converging lens. Now, why convex lens is a converging lens? Suppose there is a convex lens. We can consider this lens to be composed of, we can imagine it to be composed of small prisms. And we have learned in our earlier video that any ray passing through the prism, it always bends towards the base. So for this prism, this is the base, so it will bend towards the base. Similarly, suppose for this prism, this is the broader side, so this will act as the base. So this will also bend towards the base. Similarly, if we come below, in this part, this is the broader part, so we can consider this to be the prism, this to be the base. So the ray will go towards the base, that means towards the principal axis. Similarly for this part, it will go in the upward direction. So all the rays will come and meet at a point, so we can say that convex lens is a converging lens. And the ray passing through the principal axis, we can consider this to be a rectangular glass slab. So the ray coming normally will pass without any kind of deviation. In case of concave lens is regarded as a diverging lens. Why? The same concept we can apply. Suppose for this part, this is the broader part, so this can be considered as a prism, and this to be the base of the prism. So this ray coming here, after passing through the prism, it will diverge out. Similarly, for this part, this is the broader part, so this can be considered as a prism. So it will be going towards the base. Similarly, suppose for this part, this is the broader part, so this can be considered as the prism. So it will diverge out. And similarly, let's say for this particular part, this is the broader part, so this can be considered as a prism. So this ray will tend to go towards the base. So when produced backward, all the rays seems to come from here. Is that clear? So this is the reason why concave lens is a diverging lens. So these are the basic concepts related with lens. In the next video, I'll be discussing how to draw the ray diagrams in relation to lenses, just like I discussed about mirror in my earlier videos. Thank you.